1981's My Bloody Valentine involves a group of miners being killed seemingly by Harry Warden, the victim of a mining accident years earlier, who survived only by eating the other survivors. A year after his recovery, he took revenge on the two supervisors responsible for the accident, who left their post to attend the town's Valentine's Day party. Before then being locked away in a mental asylum, he warned the town never to have another Valentine's Day party again. Well, guess what? It's 25 years later and the town is having another Valentine's Day party. As promised, people start turning up dead, and no one can account for Harry Warden's whereabouts.
Quit dive! Casanova is here!
Well, it's a human heart, all right. A young woman, about 30 years old. What the hell are you guys doing with a loose heart? Looks like a butcher ripped this thing out. What's going on over in Valentine Bluffs?
Once the party is cancelled due to murder, everyone's pretty upset about it, so to avoid the killer miner, they decide to have their own party. At the mines. Good thinking, guys. My Bloody Valentine is a rare blue-collar horror film where the victims aren't just teens on vacation or at camp or doing trivial tasks. They're all tied to the mines in some way. And it's the kind of small town where you hang out in junkyards playing harmonicas and cooking TV dinners on engine blocks. That's a refreshing change for the genre. Hey Bishop, do the thing. Also, it's a pretty damn good movie, albeit very Canadian.
I'm sorry. I'm so damn sorry.
The local bartender is the best hype man for Harry Warden.
It could be you. I know what I'm saying. Forget about having a party at all on Saturday night. Or you may not live to see daylight. Laugh now. But you'll be sorry you didn't listen to me.
My Bloody Valentine loses steam a bit in the third act, and while the concepts of the film's final confrontation are good, the execution of those is a little weak. But I enjoyed My Bloody Valentine immensely. An extra feature on the Blu-ray helps clear up some of the mystery as to what was going on in 1981 and why horror movies like this and Happy Birthday to Me were being condemned as the lowest of the low. A crazed gunman had murdered John Lennon in December of 1980, and as per usual, we tackled the pressing healthcare and gun control issues by going after Hollywood. Violence in media was considered the enemy, and while Happy Birthday to Me survived intact, My Bloody Valentine suffered multiple cuts in order to secure an R rating, making the film's violence abrupt and awkward. Now, the Blu-ray that I have, and maybe the DVD too, I can't say for sure, gives you the option to reintegrate the cut violence back into the movie as you watch it, but there's a vast difference in the quality of the source print and the cut footage, so while it does help scenes flow a little better, the picture quality variations are still pretty jarring. You don't need it, but it's there for completists.
It's Harry Warden! He's here! Everybody get the fuck out! Go! 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 Let's go!
My Bloody Valentine was remade in 2009 as My Bloody Valentine 3D. More on the 3D aspect in a minute, but the film itself starts with a ridiculous body count, which almost is like its own little mini-movie, before revealing a 10 years later jump. The plot is similar to the original, although somewhat more simplistic, with less characters and way less local flavor. There was a love triangle in the original film where one of the guys returns to town after a long absence, and his former girlfriend, now seeing someone else, is torn about who she cares for. While prominent in the first film, it wasn't the main thrust of the movie, but here it is, and that's a little unfortunate because it takes away from the overall character of this small town. But while the remake doesn't do many of the things that made the original successful in my eyes, it does a whole lot of other things that make up for it a bit. It is sleazy as fuck for starters, which is surprising considering when it was made. I'd have thought the original would be the grosser of the two. Also, the 3D. Look, I'm not a fan of 3D and I've explained why in the past, but I'll be damned if the 3D in this film isn't its saving grace. Shot specifically for the format, it involves a lot of gags with stuff just flying out at you, and it's glorious. The Blu-ray even comes with the standard red and blue glasses, and watching it at home works just fine on a non-3D television. So yeah, I like the remake as well. Not as much as the original, but still enough to warrant a recommendation. The remake doesn't have anything as good as the original's closing credit song, though.
Every year, as the 14th draws near, there's a hush all over the town. Or the legend they say on a Valentine's Day is a curse that'll live on and on. And no one will know as the years come and go of the horror from long time ago. And no one will know as the years come and go of the horror from long time ago.